Hello stock gurus and welcome to another episode. My name is James. I'm talking to 30,000 people right now in the entire stadium. I want to welcome you to the channel. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin and its big 14% drop. Bitcoin had a huge drop today and we're going to try and predict what's going to happen to it next on the technicals. It was a big drop for Bitcoin on the monthly candlesticks. Each of these candlesticks represent 1 month in the US stock market, 1 month. And this is the price movement of Bitcoin over time. This was 2017-18, the peak, when Bitcoin hit that $20,000 mark. And then here we have Bitcoin falling, Bitcoin all the way to 3,000, then recovering, then shooting up to 57,000. And now it looks like it's falling very heavily. We don't have much, we only had just a little bit of volume coming in. This was the volume, to put in perspective, during the $20,000 bull run in 2017-18. This is the volume that's coming in right now. When Bitcoin went from 10,000, when I made buy videos here actually at the $9,000 mark in August last year, it's now it went up to 57,000. Now it's at $46,000. So still huge gains. However, now we have squeeze mob still green. I'm using very specific indicators here that you can use for cryptocurrency and stocks. I'm using it on tradingview.com. I teach you how to set up these indicators in the Stock Guru Master course. There's a link to the course in the description, the pinned comment, and going to www.stockguru.us. If you've been losing money in the stock market, if you've been buying stocks and not getting really good returns, or investing and just not really having much gains, make sure you take the Stock Guru Master course. And you can just see many reviews from students here who've all taken the course, and I've made many millionaires, many multi-millionaires. So RSI is off the charts. Now, the way these work, below the dotted lines, it means this company is overvalued. Under the dotted lines, it means this company is undervalued. So right now, Bitcoin, or in this case, cryptocurrency, is overvalued above the RSI and stochastic. It's overbought. Too much buying has happened. The squeeze mob is still green, heading higher. The stochastic RSI have topped out and are trying to turn to head down. Volume is picking up though, but the overall trend of Bitcoin is still massively trending up. So even though even recently it's had this big 14% drop, overall the trend is still massively trending up for Bitcoin, and the trend is your friend. And Bitcoin is still very strongly trending up since the last 10 years plus. So now we zoom in, we click down here 1 year, and now each candlestick is going to 1 day in the stock market, not 1 month. And now we're going to see what's going to happen to Bitcoin going into the next few months. Now, this was Bitcoin's climb here. We predicted actually here at the $30,000 mark. We had a symmetrical triangle here. The base of the triangle was the targets for Bitcoin, 50,000. It hit that. It went higher, 57. Now had a big fall the last day. It pretty much, that fall just happened in the last few hours. It went from $54,000 to $45,000 in 1 day. So quite a big drop. RSI and stochastic have, squeeze mob is still, it was green and growing, but now it's turning to head red. Stochastic RSI very overbought above the dotted lines, turning to head down. Volume picking up though. Volume predicts price. Bitcoin is trying to hold on this big support here, but it looks like this support is failing, and it also looks like this is a big open on the stochastic and RSI to fall down. So we have two major supports for Bitcoin, but it looks like it's going to one very particular support that I see. It's actually going to be here, the $39,806 mark. Why that's a very powerful support here, and that looks like where Bitcoin is going. Stochastic RSI coming down, squeeze mob going red, volume picking up. It looks like it's coming down to there. Why it's a very strong support is that's actually the main trend line. If you look back for the last year, Bitcoin has been trending on this main trend line. And then it broke off, went really high, parabolic, but it's coming back down to this main trend line. But that's not a problem. You got to always remember, these are little hills on the overall climb of Everest. It needs to correct every once in a while. But Bitcoin's trajectory is still quite high. Its possibility by May is around 80,000, even if it continues following this main trend line. If it comes back down, it's great. By May 2021. So Bitcoin looks like it's coming down. First major support, and the main support it's coming down to is going to be here, 39,257. It looks like Bitcoin, stochastic RSI opening, heading down. Volume coming in. Bitcoin's going to try and come down to 39,257. However, there is volume starting to spike here, and volume predicts price. We also had this MA cross open. Oh no, it doesn't show the MA cross. We had the MA cross open here and then head up, but we haven't had an MA cross actually close yet to show it's heading down. It's trying to, and it looks like it's just about to. So Bitcoin looks like it is going to come down. We've got a major support there. We have a major support at 43,000 where Bitcoin is, it bounced a bit, now it's at 47,000. But we also have a major support here, which I'll draw in, 43,000. We can get rid of this 50,000 already broke through, 48,000 already broke through. So that's the next support. Those are the two main supports that Bitcoin has going down. And it looks like it's going to pass this 43,602. That's the first support. Looks like it's going to break that one and then come down here to the 39,257. This was put the stochastic RSI very oversold, turning to head up, and volume can come in to re-continue its upward trend on this trend line. So it does look like Bitcoin is first coming down to 43,602 and then second 39,257. That's a very strong support because we have supports here, resistance here, and we have this trend line that it's been on. So this point here, this 39,257 is a very, very strong support. But there's two of them, 43,602 and then 39,257. Those are the targets for Bitcoin going into March. Now let's zoom in closer. We click 3 months and we're going to see what's going to happen to Bitcoin for the next few hours now. And here we had the cross on Bitcoin. Look at that. Look at that MA cross that happened just a few on the 22nd. MA cross there. That was the MA cross and it opened and headed up. Then we had an MA cross here and opened and headed down. So that was a great, MA cross is very powerful. That was a perfect indicator before this big drop. Now, stochastic and RSI have bottomed out and volume is starting to come in. It's trying to hold here at this 45,000. Stochastic RSI have really bottomed here. It did go to the oversold and volume starting to come in. It's trying to hold here. Volume picking up very strongly. Volume picking up. Stochastic RSI oversold, turning to head up. But even if it does try to come up the next few hours, it is still looking like it is going to do something like this. 43,600, go up, come down. 47,286, go up, come down, come to 43,600, and that will do something like this. And then we have to see what happens after the 24th. Does it bounce from there and head up, or does it come down to this 39,257 main trend line and then continue its upward trajectory? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell, and the thumbs up button so you're notified of these daily videos. In the next few hours, though, it does look like it will have a slight recovery. Stochastic RSI squeeze mode going red, volume green, volume coming in. So it's going to try and recover towards the 52,000, but I believe it's going to hit there, come down to 43,600 and then 39,257, going to around the 26th of March. And then we've got to see what happens next. That's what's happening in the next few hours, but we've got to really be following this daily candles to see what's really happening, because it goes over for the next few months. And it looks like for these daily candles, wait, let's change it back 1 year. It looks like for these daily candles that Bitcoin is trying to come down. There is a bug with the RSI and stochastic. One moment. It looks like on the daily, squeeze mob is going red, stochastic RSI coming down strongly, big selling volume. First target 43,602 and then second target 39,257, bouncing and then heading up. That's what looks like is happening to Bitcoin going into March. The overall trend, though, is still massively trending up for Bitcoin, so I wouldn't short it too much. But those are the two main supports that it looks like Bitcoin is going down to, 43,600 and 39,257. I am still very, very bullish Bitcoin, and I believe Bitcoin in the future will be $1 million of Bitcoin, so take heed. It is finding really strong support right here. It could hold. It is trying to hold really strongly here. So we're going to keep monitoring it. On the 1 daily time frame, the MA cross is still open and heading up. It has not closed to head down. But the RSI and the stochastic are overbought. They've been overbought for a long time. And just recently, they've opened to head down. Volume coming in. It's trying to hold right now at 47,346. But more than likely, it's coming to this trend line, 39,257, and then continue up. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned a lot on the technical analysis. Bitcoin is still a very, very powerful cryptocurrency and a new form of doing transactions and value. And I believe it's the first time for human history that we've had, all time before that, whenever we transacted in money, we had a tax man between us and our transactions. So if you were to send me money, we had a tax man in the middle, a government between me, you, and our transaction. In the middle, there was a government or tax man or something like this. For the first time in human history, it's a computer network. No other person between me, you, and our transaction. That's what Bitcoin does. That's why it's revolutionary. And that's why I believe it will be $1 million in Bitcoin in the future, because it's just an amazing... It's either going to be millions of dollars per Bitcoin, or it's going to be $0 because Bitcoin got hacked. There's only two options. But a lot of the assets, the world is moving from this analog world onto the digital world. Bitcoin is really holding really well here. Got a lot of support actually at the 47,364. it really needs to hold there. If it can hold there for the next 2 candles and then start moving up, beautiful, but it looks to me like it is coming down to this trend line, then continue up. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on your phone, the bell, these buttons down here, so you be notified of these daily videos. And make sure you learn everything we've done here. If you've been losing money in the stock market or in crypto, buying stocks or cryptos, not having much gains, or you want to learn how to do all this in just a new way, study something that's really going to improve your life, you can see many reviews from my students here about my course. And you can take it www.stockguru.us or in the description, the pinned comment. This is James from Stock Guru. Make sure you watch my video on Tesla today and the video on NIO. I hope you have a beautiful trading day and a relaxing day. And let's make money in the market. I'll see you again tomorrow.